We're recording? We're on?
Recording, bro. We're on.
Guys, welcome to the news. Energy levels are low.
Big Monday for you, bro.
I had Mad Monday this week, mate. I'm battling. It's now Wednesday when we're recording this. Probably the worst day after one of those sessions. I'm in the hurt locker, mate. I'm flat. I'm flat. There's not going to be a lot of news coming out of me today. How are you?
I'm going well, mate. Unfortunately, that means you lost on the weekend.
We did. We got the better team won. We staged a late fight back, but it wasn't to be. And then the boys just sourced hard for a couple of days, as you do when the footy season's over. A lot of fun was had. A classic Mad Monday, as they say. The mighty Dudley Magpies. The setup up there is unreal.
Yeah.
It's like the pub that we drink at is like 200 metres from the sheds. So you just go literally from the pub to the sheds, back to the pub, back to the sheds.
That's great.
Until you've had enough. So yeah, it was fucking good. So
yeah.
we got done on Sunday. Into the pub, hammer and tong, back to the sheds till fuck knows what time it was, and then a few of the boys crashed out on some tackling bags for half an hour, 45 minutes.
Love that.
Back up, costumes on, and then back into it. Went dressed as Super Mario.
Bang.
There's no photos. I said
Was that the rule?
Oh, I mean, that's how all the big names come undone. It's fucking when camera phones start coming out on the end of season celebrations. So I have a strict no camera phone policy on those ones. So
if you have a flip phone, you're allowed. But
flip phones are play on a nice Motorola Razor or a BlackBerry. But yeah, it was good. And then I went till about I think it was about 8 o'clock Monday night, which is pretty tame to be fair.
Mm-hmm.
Normally, and then there was just a few of us left. And we sort of looked at each other and went, "It's over. Yeah, the dream's over."
You had to accept defeat.
It was all right, and then I got home and had Tuesday off. Felt all right yesterday. Got in for a sauna, sweat a few of the demons out, and a bit of an arvo nap. And
you were chasing a naughty feed too.
Yeah, got the feed. That's this week's chew.
Oh.
Wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get there.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. And then woke up this morning, had to go back to work today. Just atrocious. I was just a complete passenger. I was just saying there was heaps to do, still the Savo, and I went, nah, I'm out. Normally I would have messaged you and been like, hey mate, can we do the pod a bit later or maybe push it to Thursday? And today I went, let's get the fuck out of here. I need to leave now. So, and here we are. How are you, mate? How was your weekend?
Mate, I'm going good. Is it also, before we move on to me, is it true you bagged a couple meaties, mate?
I mean, I wasn't going to bring it up.
I know you're a humble man, mate, but my birdie might have got it right this time.
I wasn't going to bring it up, but I did lead the charge with the late comeback with a couple of bits of meat. I did fuck all else all game. I played pretty poorly actually, and then the second half I was like, right, you got to pull your finger out here, cunt. And I didn't even. They weren't even good tries. I just crashed over from close range. But yes, I did get 2 tries.
Well, mate, congratulations.
Thank you, mate. It was a good way to finish the year.
Season's over. You'll come in a bit more fresh, less fucking damage done to the rig.
Yeah, I feel terrible. I think because normally, you play footy, you're pretty sore anyway. And then all I did after footy was sit down and drink for 2 days. Like the inflammation, like my knees and that. Like I feel 100, my back, my hips, like so sore. And it was funny because we got so shit-faced, obviously, on Sunday. We're all hobbling around like, why the fuck are we so sore? Like, oh, yeah, because you played footy yesterday.
Yeah,
like,
you were just delaying the inevitable being sore then.
Yeah, but that's it. Footy over now, so I can focus on the news.
I got some big news for you, mate.
Huge news?
I'd say it's huge news. Huge news for you.
Yeah.
Huge news for the listener. Me and a couple of mates of mine went and had a little cheeky pub feed last week. Went to Lowlands Bolo. Don't know if you've been there.
Gun Burgers.
Yes.
Gun Burgers.
Gun Burgers.
Yeah.
Also Gun Venue.
Yeah, 6 spot, especially this time of year when it's starting to warm up.
Yeah.
Great place for a schooner.
Yeah, go in, fucking get a beer, sit down, have a look at the menu. Spicy fried chicken burger. That's me done. Get up, order. No cheese on the burger, thanks. Bob's your uncle. Sit down, have a schooner, and wait for the buzzer to go. I go to collect my burger. Cheese on the burger. And it's one of those jobs where I'll admit it looks appealing, like the cheese is melted into a bit. I'm not ripping that cunt off.
No. Did you eat it?
I ate it.
This is how...
And the burger was delicious.
Of course it was.
But I didn't taste any cheese, and I still will be asking for no cheese on my burgers, but
So hang on.
it was delicious.
Yeah, of course it was. So like, you must have tasted the cheese. It was there.
Well, I didn't taste anything different.
Maybe, bro, have you given cheese a chance lately? Like,
Well,
aside from that, like, when was the last time you actually, I know you say you don't like it, but when was the last time you had cheese?
I haven't had it on anything in a fucking good while.
And then you had it and you didn't, and you just said the burger was delicious.
Yeah.
Bro,
Maybe I'm growing up.
maybe you've grown out of it. Maybe it's time to give cheese a chance. No, we can't do that though, because then no one will have anything to fucking ham you about it at Thailand's.
How good's the title? Give cheese a chance.
Give cheese a chance. That's pretty nuts.
Yeah, I know. I was like, and I was looking at it, and I'm not the type of bloke to send something back unless it's inedible.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at it and I'm going, I got to do it for the pod.
Yeah.
Everything's
Everything's content.
Yeah, everything these days. I'm like, I wouldn't normally do this, but fuck, it'll be a funny yarn.
Yeah, it is. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you didn't mind it.
Smashed it, and the burger was delicious.
Yeah.
But like my mate got this mad snitty with like a Mexican topper, and it looked grouse as well.
Yeah, the food in there is fucking
Yeah.
and really well priced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really well priced.
Really well
bro.
priced. Schooners are pretty well priced. It's a fucking, it's a bit of a hidden gem.
Yeah, they didn't do because I was very impressed with the price range of shit there, because everything's just going up, and I got here and I was like, holy cunt.
Yeah.
I was looking for a steak. There's no steaks on the menu,
Yeah, 'cause
which
they're-
adds up.
they're
I
expensive.
can't find a cheap steak anywhere.
They don't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
30 odd bucks plus, like for if you're getting like a bottom tier cut.
Yeah. Well, actually, the Ocean View Hotel where we
Yeah, put me on.
$16 on a Thursday.
Thursday night, $16 steak. Thank you.
Yeah, you can double up. That was normally my after training special. I get double steak and sauce, chips, and veg, and it was like $31. 2 steaks.
Ocean View.
Ocean View Hotel in
Bang.
Dudley.
Newy locals, get around it.
Don't go there for a couple of days, but it's still smouldering after the Mad Monday celebrations.
Speaking of Newy locals, I don't know if you're watching this, you'll be able to see them. If you're listening, you'll have to take our word for it. Our friends over at Sports Click.
Sports Click in the Upper Collection have got, well, obviously the Knights are on fire at the moment, which we'll get more to in sport, but our good mates at the Upper Collection have released a nice little red and blue and white cord cap for the Newcastle diehards. They're on sale now.
I think there's only 50.
I think there's only 50 of them. This is a shameless plug. We're not getting anything from this. This is just...
He's just our boy.
This is just mates doing mates a favour. The link's in the show notes and it'll be on the Instagram page as well. So that's the boys at the Upper Collection. If you are on the Newcastle bandwagon for this
You love the
premiership,
city, you love the team.
if you're on for this premiership charge, get yourself one of these bad boys. They're fucking silky. It's a very, very nice hat.
I'll hold it
they
up
do
to the
good work.
camera. I don't know if you can really see what's written on the inside of it, but there's a nice little message on the inside of the cap too.
Nice little hidden detail. You have to buy one to find that hidden message. But yeah, head on over to the Upper Collection Instagram or sportsclick.com.au. That's enough plugging for now. Should we get into some news? Have we got anything else to talk about?
Yeah, we do.
Okay. All right then.
There's one more thing I wanted to tell you about my week. Yesterday, brother, I went into my other job where I do couple odd jobs here and there. Sometimes I'm mowing, sometimes I'm putting mulch down.
Bits and pieces. Gabe of all trades.
Gabe of all trades. I was on cleaning duties, and I've wound up at the Glebe units there.
Nice.
If you're not from here, it's
Hamo North.
Hamo North
Housing Commission.
Yeah.
It's the premier housing commission in the great city of Newcastle.
I didn't feel that comfortable there.
Yeah, that means they're doing their job.
Yeah.
It is the fucking Bronx. It is like there's nothing quite like it. There's some gnarly ones out in the suburbs. You get out to like Windale and stuff. There's some nice ones, but the Hamo North Housing Commission is fucking... Oh, sorry, Hamo South, my mistake.
Yeah.
But anyway, regardless, it's the fucking Bronx.
Yeah,
it's huge. It's a big dog too.
Bro, I felt like...
It's a whole suburb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's huge. It was really interesting watching people like walk through there, the community kind of thing they got going on there. But anyway, I've had to go in this bloke's house for what was written as a deep kitchen clean.
That could only be good.
Well, mate, I get into this bloke's house and it's a fucking sty cunt.
Would have been a brothel.
Yeah, and it's not a fucking big house by any means. I'm not knocking anyone that lives there, but I am knocking someone whose fucking hygiene's levels are what I saw.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us again. You may notice that the podcast was a little bit jilted just then. Gabe just realised he'd done something that he maybe shouldn't have done, and we've edited around it, and now we're not going to talk about it anymore and get straight into the news.
Bluey, in breaking news, something stupid on TikTok has gone pretty viral.
Yeah, I mean, my current state, I'm not sure how keen I am for this, but you know what? Let's just fucking soldier on. What have you got for me this week?
Now, I don't have a video for you, but I do have a list for you.
Okay.
The phenomenon I'm talking about is referred to as girl math, and you're not familiar with this.
A TikTok trend called girl math, is that what it is?
Yeah. But you don't know what girl math is?
No idea.
It's pretty much the way typically women convince themselves to spend money.
Okay.
And here's the top of this girl math list.
This will be good.
If something is on sale and I don't buy it, I'm losing money.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Who came up with this?
Oh, there's heaps of them, bro.
Hit me.
There's heaps of girls just coming up with shit that they just...
Oh, so it's like girls like pitching in like with their girl math equations.
Yeah.
I like it.
If I don't buy a beverage today, I'm making money.
Yep.
You happy
Sounds
with
about
that?
right. Yep.
If I don't spend enough to get free shipping, I'm losing money.
Yep.
Play on.
Yep.
Are you guilty of any of these yet?
No, I know I know plenty of chicks who operate under this arithmetic.
If my plans to go out get cancelled, I have an extra $20 to spend.
Yeah, it is one thing that I suppose bothers me is the right word, but me and my mates always talk about it like, and this I don't think this is exclusive to me, but like if I go on a Arvo drinking session with the boys, like it costs you pretty much half your pay packet to get a glow up. And I know the girls can just go and 4 of them can share a bottle of wine and be paralytic. And like that's just not the case for blokes.
Yeah,
like
it must be nice. I almost envy it. Remember when you used to get sprayed for being a lightweight?
Yeah, and now I like wish. And it's not. I'm not a heavy drinker by any means. But if you want to go out and have a feed and 10 schooners and a punt, like 200.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're working your whole week for that
Easy.
weekend.
Yeah, easy.
Here's the next one. If I don't spend anything today, I have double budget for tomorrow.
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
I like that.
Yeah, I don't mind
like
that one, eh? If I get refunded for something weeks later, that's free money.
Yeah, because you never spend it.
Yeah, it never happens. That's income.
It's income.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. This is great.
This one's actually really funny, and this is obviously for girl math. All one pieces are 50% off. Because you're either saving on a top or a bottom.
It's girl math. It's girl math.
Money spent as for it doesn't count. I mean, that's girl math by any means. And this one, I think a lot of people are guilty of. Anything paid in cash is free.
Yeah, because you don't see it come out of your account. A lot of that girl math, I kind of operate under myself a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah. Might be part chick.
I think the cash one, just in today's day and age.
Because it's so rare.
Yeah, that shit's gone the fucking second you get it, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny.
That's the beauty of the pokie machine, isn't it? Like, they get that cash out, it's going straight back to that club.
They know what they're doing.
Hell yeah.
They know exactly what they're doing. I don't mind that girl math.
Yep.
That's good.
That's girl math with Gabe and Blue.
Maybe I'll get TikTok.
Maybe we need bloke math.
Guy math. We might come up with a bit. Hit us this week on the dial-ins with a bit of guy math.
I think it's just bagonomics.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
If you don't know what that is, you can look that up.
That's one for the scholars. In some very exciting news and news that I don't want to toot our own horn. We're only 11 episodes in. Wow. Like if I was to say we were influencing culture, they would maybe be overstating it. But nevertheless, this next story, look, I don't think it would have happened unless we'd have made people brave enough to do something like this. There is a Nickelback documentary coming out.
The timing of this is suspicious, to say the least.
It's like there hasn't been Nickelback have been around for a very long time.
I'm pretty sure people forgot about them until we started talking about them.
And now all of a sudden, there is a Nickelback documentary coming out called Hate to Love. It's going to be premiering at the Canadian Film Festival, I think next month, in September, sorry. in Toronto, Canada, which we are actually going to go to the premiere.
Well, we've been formally invited.
We've been invited to the premiere.
They actually want us to say a little piece before the show.
Because of the work we've done for bringing the band back into the mainstream. I actually watched the trailer for it. We'll probably put the trailer in the show notes.
Yeah.
It's called Hate to Love, and it's basically about everything we've been fucking talking about for the last few weeks, about how Nickelback are a fucking awesome band, are huge, have been for a long time, have banger after banger, yet they just were, for some reason,
they were cancelled before it was a term, pretty much.
And people were just fucking hating on the boys. And I can't wait to watch this doc. I am going to make a point to watch it.
Of course. And you're not a big movie man, but...
I will be watching. I'll probably fall asleep in like 10 minutes into it, but I will have a good crack at watching it. The timing of this is spooky. The other thing I was going to say, I don't know if it's the algorithm. I don't know if it's the targeted ads, what have you.
Or if it's the sheer influence of Daily Blue Weekly.
Again, if it's just the power that we possess as podcasters. My algorithm is giving me nothing but memes and content that is soundtracked by Nickelback.
Yep.
The fucking Brisbane Broncos, for Christ's sake, in the Parramatta game the other week had, I don't know, is it just a theme with memes at the moment? They're using Hero by Nickelback a lot because I'm getting fucking every funny meme I see at the moment is soundtracked by Nickelback.
Yeah.
Did we do that?
I'm willing to go out and say that that's us.
I mean, because that's what I've been thinking, and then I was like, no, maybe it's the algorithm, but I'm seeing. It's more than...
Well, it's inadvertently us, right? Because we know that there's, millions of people that listen to this show?
At the very least.
At the very least. And they then feel liberated to be like, you know what? Nickelback is fucking awesome. I love it. I'm not afraid to say it anymore. They go and talk about how much they love Nickelback to 2-3 people. They then feel liberated, so on and so forth. Then you get a doco. Then you get 100 fucking memes of people, moving to Hero.
Using awesome Nickelback songs to soundtrack their memes.
And should they be crediting us? Yes, but that's not what we do it for.
That's not why I do it. I didn't start talking about Chad Kroeger and Nickelback for any other reason than they deserve it. Do we deserve some credit? Yes, but that's not, as you just said, mate, that's not why we brought it up. Nickelback needed the recognition. They've done a lot.
Yeah.
Nearly as much as you and I have.
Nearly.
For their careers.
They
have nearly done as much for their careers as we have.
In 11 episodes.
Yeah. We probably have done almost as much for Nickelback's career in 11 episodes as they did for 20 years and 7 albums before it.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair. I would almost say that you and I have done nearly as much for Nickelback than Chad Kroeger
as Nickelback have. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Than the Spider-Man movie did. Like, that's not it. That's not even worth talking about. That's in the dust.
That's nothing. But I am excited about this. And I just think the timing of all this is very... And talking about Spider-Man, I was reminded just then of a very poignant line. With great power comes great responsibility. So this whole thing needs to be a lesson to you and I. We need to...
Be careful with what we're putting out there.
This awesome power that we have, we need to be careful with it. Because we are talking about shit a lot too and other stupid stuff. So we just need to make sure because, we have the power to influence culture here. I'm starting to realise. So anyway, there's a Nickelback doco coming out that we should all enjoy. I think it'll be fucking good.
Oh, it will be. 100% it will be, especially with our little speech at the end of it that they've got in there.
Yeah. Well, I'm David Attenborough. I'm narrating the whole thing.
The whole thing's a narration.
I'm just narrating.
Here you'll see Chad walk out onto stage.
Yeah. No, like just the monologues and stuff.
But in a roundabout way, what Blue and I are saying is, you're welcome.
Yeah. Enjoy. When's it come out?
Oh, we should give you when it's covered out.
Yeah. So Nickelback, Hate to Love is, it's going to be premiering at the Toronto Film Festival this September. So,
keep your eyes peeled.
Hopefully available on some streaming services after that. Can't wait. All right, Gabe, there's another piece of international news that hits pretty close to home for me, as well as being a scaffolder, an athlete, awesome lover.
Influencer.
Fuckwit. I'm also a redhead. Now, you probably can't tell, like, from my
we can
current
tell.
hair. You can tell.
We can tell.
My head did used to be a lot redder than this, but this next story hit home because the Netherlands have just hosted the International Redhead Festival. So it's just basically a bunch of fucking ugly blood nuts hanging out and partying together in the Netherlands, which, I mean, I'll show you a little bit of footage here. Just a sea of ginger.
There's heaps. They fucking actually a great turnout. There must be loads of them in the Netherlands.
The Netherlands have one, and I'm pretty sure they have a big one in Ireland too.
That makes loads of sense.
When I say pretty sure, I mean I go to both every year.
I mean, I'm the face of them.
I'm the key speaker at both festivals. Yeah, I don't know. What do? They just hang out. I think there's a bit of music. It was in a town called Tilburg in the Netherlands. Literally hundreds and hundreds of pale, ghostly ginger Rangas just fucking hanging out, dodging the sun, hugging the shadows, just lathering up in sunscreen, counting each other's freckles. That's just what we do.
What if this is all just a big ploy? It's not Jonah. Is it Angry Boys that Ranga Roundups from?
Yes. Yeah.
It's all just a big ploy to get them all together and just fucking eliminate them, or at least punish them for having red hair.
Yeah. I mean, it would be genius.
It's a great fucking move.
Because another thing that redheads don't have a lot of is skin pigment, but also friends. So any opportunity to have friends, we jump at.
Oh, of course, mate. Of course.
So that's why, I mean, it's very easy to round up. Just say there's going to be some people there that want to hang out with you. They'll be like, ah.
I did see. I watched that video, and one of the speakers there says, it's great to get us all together because this may be hard to believe, but during school, a lot of people were bullied for having red hair.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I mean, that's obviously true, but as an adult, like, you're not getting actually picked on for having red hair.
Not as an adult.
People just call you a Ranga and life goes on.
Yeah. Yeah. But as a kid, like, that's why I like.
Oh, is it a bit traumatizing?
Well, I know about traumatizing, character building. I like to think of it as. Because, like, speaking of personal experience, you got to develop it. And, like, a lot of redheads are probably pretty similar. It's sink or swim. You got to, like, because you get hammered. Like, that's just what it is.
Which is, it's so fucking funny.
But
just for a hair colour.
Yeah, but it's pretty fun. Like, but you get hammered. Like, you should know about bullying. You get fucking bullied every week on this show.
Oh, no, that's what I mean. Like, it's just a ridiculous human trait that's like, that guy's hair's that colour.
Let's get him. Yeah, it's funny. But then you develop like a quick wit and like kind of thick skin, like because you just get smashed, or you don't.
Bunch of hilarious Rangas.
Or you don't, or you just get traumatized and it breaks you and you live a very long and sad life.
Yeah, playing World of Warcraft in the fucking mum's basement or something.
Not me though.
No, not the blue.
Not the blue, kinda. But yeah, so that was on the weekend, and good luck to those guys. There is a big one in Ireland too, and there's also International Kiss of Ginger Day too.
Oh, when's that coming up?
I don't know. I miss it every year. I got no idea.
Oh, Mrs. isn't giving you any love, mate. Not on that day anyway.
Not on that day. I think she makes a point to avoid me on that day.
That event is someone's wet dream because there's Ranga fetishes.
Of course there is.
So there's definitely fraud sneaking in there, don't you think?
A couple of imposters.
Yeah, either wigging it or spraying the hair.
Yeah, just to try and pull a ginger.
Speaking of wigs, there's a bloke down the road from me here who sits on a stool out the front of the pub, not a stool, a step, and I was walking past him one day and his hair looked all wet and silvery, not silvery. Anyway, it looked all wet and silky, and I was like, what the fuck's going on here? And I walk a little bit closer. This fella's wearing the most disgusting toupee with a lot of confidence.
Nice.
But just, it was terrible.
Confidence is everything.
It couldn't have looked less like hair.
Confidence is key.
I'm all for wearing a toupee if that makes you feel good, but this poor bugger's just gone to Shindigs or Crazy Clark's and just fucking grabbed the first black one he saw and chucked it on top.
I must admit, so as I said, I went to Mad Monday's Super Mario and I had a giant mustache,
Hilarious.
like a huge Super Mario mustache, and I was like, this fucking rules.
Yeah.
It kept falling off because my skin was so greasy. The mustache wouldn't stick. One of the boys had a bit of glue, like fucking roofing glue in his car. So I was like, no, I want the mustache. So I glued it. You can still see, if you look closely, you can still see like white bits of glue stuck in my face. It's taken like 3 days to get it out, but I really wanted the mustache. So I guess in a way I can kind of relate to people with toupees. Yeah. So I knew they looked stupid, but I was like, no, I want
this
it. This
feels right.
This feels good at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm fucking sticking this thing to my face, to my
I do
head.
respect that angle for sure.
Yeah, no, I can relate to people who run toupees. The other one that's gnarly is you ever see people who like spray like spray on hair.
I
Or, like,
see heaps of videos of barbers like getting the line up for him.
Yeah.
And, like,
or like the guys that got like super thin hair, but you can like spray black shit in it that makes it look thicker.
Yeah.
Jim Jeffries, we went to a Jim Jeffries at the entertainment centre, and he's like, yeah, I have to do that because when I stand on stage, because of the lights, you can see my skull. So
Well-
because I have to spray that black shit in. My head's full of it right now.
Good on him for owning it, but I feel like that's the only way around that.
I was a comedian. Like, you fucking have to. Because if you
course.
didn't own it and someone found out, you'd just get obliterated. But yeah, shout out to any of the listeners that are running fake hair, merkins, mustaches, wigs, whatever your thing is. Huge respect.
Just don't wear a Ranga one to the Rangas only event.
That's for authentic Rangas only. All right, Gabe. I'm just going to paint a scenario for you. I'm just going to combine two worlds for our next story. We're heading to the UK for this one, by the way. What's your sauce of choice when you have a schnitzel? You a gravy guy?
I am a gravy guy.
And do you like wrestling?
I don't mind wrestling.
A little bit of combat sports?
Yeah.
Well, a UK pub has hosted the World Wrestling Gravy Championships over the weekend. This was in Rosendale in Lancashire in the north of England. They get competitors from all over the UK. It's held at the Rosen Bowl pub, and it's a charity event. They're raising funds for East Lancashire Hospice. We can't play the video because of copyright rules, but it's basically a giant... It's not an inflatable pool. It's like a giant fucking wrestling mat with a hole in the middle of it. A big hole. And it looks like shit from the drone shot.
Yeah.
It looks like poo.
Filled with runny poo.
But it's not. It's gravy. And it's just people just poleaxing each other in this gravy.
Yeah, like, unlike jelly wrestling, it's just blokes dressed up.
It's not sexy.
It's not sexy. It's just blokes dressed up wrestling in poo water.
But it kind of is.
Depends what you're into.
The more I look at it, the more I'm coming around to it.
Yeah.
I may enter next year. Yeah.
I would be upset if I got like gravy of that consistency on my feed. It's that thin.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Like,
wonder what
there's nothing I fucking hate more than watery gravy, cunt.
there'd be some sick fucks over there, like drinking it and stuff, like taking bowls of chips, like trying to be funny, like taking their bowls of chips and dipping it in it.
Little they know cunts are literally farting in it, like while they're getting slammed. And,
Some of them would like that, I reckon.
Well,
dirty
yeah.
English. Oh wait, I am English. Fuck.
well, I mean, we're all a little bit dirty, man. I gotcha.
How do you reckon you'd go? Gravy wrestling.
Gravy wrestling. I'm delusional, as the listeners know, when it comes to like physical combat. Mm-hmm. You know, could I take a kangaroo? Yes, and I stand by it. Mm-hmm. I'll back myself, and because I'm not that tall in general, I feel like the slipperiness of the event plays into my book. You know,
Yeah, there's a Jason Statham movie. I can't remember what it is, but there's a combat scene where he's surrounded by multiple enemies, and the odds are
lathers
stacked against
himself
him.
in gravy.
Well, grease actually. But he tears his clothes off and he covers himself in engine oil. I think he lays under a car and like cuts one of the lines and covers himself in engine oil.
Yeah.
And then no one can get a hold of him. And he fucking beats everyone.
Yep.
So you could potentially be.
People say I look like Jason Statham.
Oh well, that too. Is that because you're bald? Is that because you're balding? You could
It's
potentially
more the
be,
physique, but yeah.
You could be a world champion prospect gravy wrestler that we don't. We should enter you in it next year.
Gravy Thomas.
Gravy Thomas.
Yeah.
Young wavy Gravy Thomas.
Hey, if we can get over there, I'll enter it for the pod. Daily Blue Weekly
We can find a sponsor.
goes gravy wrestling.
On the Chew. On the Chew, boys. Reach out. We're going to go. We'll wear On the Chew merch and go gravy wrestling in the name of On the Chew Fishing.
And you get some local chips and the Chew review. You're going into the gravy from the gravy wrestling.
Obviously, I'll do the Chew live from the gravy pit.
You'll get a bit of gravy off my body because I've just won.
You just won the final. Yeah. This could be on.
And that'll be getting the head shakes. That'll be getting the from you. You'll be moaning deluxe.
And diarrhea too, probably.
Blue, are you a Kanye West fan?
What? Yeah, it was. Yeah, some of his classics. I think everyone out there's got a Kanye West song they like.
Yeah, like, you know, I mean, the JM stuff, that was a bit how you going.
Yeah, I mean, not so much of his like statements and his stances on things, but his music. I can separate the art from the artist.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I fully agree. There's been some photos recently come out. Kanye West bears his naked buttock as he and his wife enjoy a very amorous boat ride in Venice in front of groups of gawking tourists. I'll put some of these photos on screen for you if you're watching the videos, but long story short, Kanye's getting some dome on the way into a boat docking.
What's dome?
Head.
Ah.
He's getting some head. Sorry, mate. Too young lingo.
That was a bit cool. Do you use that term very often?
It's in like, I'm getting it from like songs and shit. It's just part of who I am, man.
Getting some dome.
Getting some dome. Is that new?
Oh, I wouldn't say it. Do you say that?
I mean, I'm not then like, can I get some dome?
Do you say that to your missus?
No, hey, come give me that
Kanye's
dome.
getting a blowjob, guys.
Yeah.
Kanye's getting a blowjob. This is nuts behaviour from him and his missus. She's an Aussie girl too.
I did say, bro, are you looking at the photos? His ass is out. He was undeniably getting some dome.
That is so funny. That is so. They're on a gondola ride in Venice by the looks of it. Someone had to be driving that boat.
Yeah, there was another Sheila who like got off the boat with him.
That's so funny.
Who's a mystery woman.
And he's just getting sucked off on the canals, on the Venice canals.
I love this from Kanye. People are upset. At least back in the day, like, this is what rappers were rapping about. Doing shit like this.
He's a psycho, isn't he?
Bro's just on a fucking private boat.
Look at all the people taking photos of him.
It is nuts.
Look how close they are. He's a fucking lunatic.
I think it's sick.
Yeah. I don't know, mate. You got that much money, just go on a nice private yacht off the coast and go your hardest, mate. That's funny. Didn't McGregor do something like that not long ago? It wasn't the same, but I think he was like shagging his missus on their boat, but he was like filming it, and inadvertently like went live on Twitter or something.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Or he posted it, or just something fucking Conor McGregor. These guys are lunatics. I don't know. If you got that much money, just fucking park up on your yacht off the coast,
but maybe you need something different.
He would have had that much. He'd be at the stage where he's like, it's not enough. I need to have sex. Like, he'd just be, I need weird stuff to get off now. Yeah, definitely. He'd for sure be at that stage.
It's happening as they're pulling in, bro. Like, they're not fucking following him. Like, they're not in.
There's the captain right there.
Yeah.
He's like 4 feet away.
There is a very small chance that this isn't what it looks like, but it probably is.
Look at there's a video.
Yeah, I've seen the video.
They are this is insane.
Yeah. So they're pretty much docking, like.
Yeah, literally. I mean, Kanye West not known for his mental stability and, care factor in public, really. So can't really be that surprised, but it's still pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dome on. Dome on, King. Getting some dome.
You can use that one, mate.
I fucking won't. I guarantee you I won't be using that one.
Oh, fuck yeah. This week in Newy News, you can get one of these hats because the nights are going good.
Yeah, in Newy News this week, as reported earlier, I had a monster couple of days on the drink and haven't done that much research into this week's Newy News. So I know, there's nothing, but you can get one of these cool Newcastle hats right now at the Upper Collection. Links in the show notes. Go and get one. Get on the Knights bandwagon. Let's talk sport. In sports news this week, the Knights made it 8 in a row with a win against the Sharks. They might be fair income about getting knocked out in the second round of the semis. If they beat the Dragons this week, they get a home semi.
Which they may, unless they rest players.
Well, Ponga's out,
which is terrible.
Hurt his shoulder. Hastings might still be out.
Yeah, they won't play Hastings, I don't think. I reckon they'll pretty much rest the whole squad and probably still get the win.
Well, Dragons are going okay. They're not going well, but they're not. This team's going shitter than the Dragons, and it's down there too, I think. Yeah, I mean, home semi would be good. I think the way it's panning out at the moment, they might play the Raiders. I'm not 100% sure. Which I'd be confident. Pretty much anyone in the bottom, like the bottom four, they can beat.
Yeah.
And it's taken them 8 weeks to convince me of that. But I do feel that now.
Hey, I'll say it once, I'll say it again. I believed in the Knights before the Knights fans.
Yeah, but as we've said, they haven't hurt you like they've hurt us, mate.
I know.
But they're playing some fucking really, really good footy. They're defending really well, which is just they haven't done. And also, like, attacking really well. They're playing both sides of the footy really well.
Bro, the thing with footy fans and like...
And as soon as they lose, I will turn on them.
That's what it's the beauty of footy, but it's one of the most fucked up things. It's specific, like players just cop it and cop it and cop it until they play good, and everyone's like, "I fucking love this cunt."
Yeah.
KP head injury, knockouts, hasn't been playing games. It's almost like the city of Newcastle fucking despise that bloke.
I would say, at one point there, the town was about to turn on him.
Absolutely.
Through no fault of his own.
No, the poor bloke's getting jammed. He's got a target on. He's probably the biggest target on his back in the NRL, just getting jammed, head knock.
Yeah, and the people in Newcastle, as we do.
Yep.
As we do. I don't think that's exclusive to Newcastle.
No, it's not.
I think if Cleary did it, Penrith would turn. I think it's
NRL fans.
It's footy fans.
Yep.
It's just we're all fucking dickheads.
Yep.
And that's what it is.
But watching KP, who did they verse? Cronulla. Bruh, he was fucking on fire. I haven't seen a fullback taking the balls like he was in forever. Like taking them, jumping in the air, like on the move.
Yeah.
Catching. He was fucking playing with no fear, and I loved it.
He did it last week against South. He's making line breaks on kick returns.
Yeah, it's
like he's
sick.
busting teams. It's fucking scary. Hopefully, I don't know what grade his AC joint injury was, but hopefully it's not bad because...
Don't they reckon they're pretty dodgy?
Yeah, they're like just one of those crap injuries that like, it's just managing it. They'll probably just needle him up. Like, he should be fine.
Well, they're going to have to, bro, if they want it. If
they're fair
taking it serious.
So that was another nice...
Jesse Ramian did just jam him,
Smash.
It was clean.
It's fine. Nothing wrong with it.
It just jammed him.
Yeah, that's footy. It's a tough game played by tough men and women.
Speaking of footy, I don't know if we had it in the show notes. Was it this week that Reece Walsh just got fucking jammed?
Yeah, the Canberra I think it was this week. Yeah,
it was final 15 seconds of the game or so. He's just tried to take a knee, and old Bud's come out of the line and just said, "Play the fucking whistle, buddy."
Joe Tapine
dropped him on his ass.
Also play on, I reckon.
Yeah, I fully agree. Play the whistle.
Yeah, and he was like trying to like feign like he was injured and like go to. He wasn't even trying to go to the ground. Would have been different because you see those ones sometimes where blokes do go on the ground and then they come over the top.
Yeah,
that's different. But he was still standing and moving. Play on.
Absolutely.
And it wasn't a high shot. It was like got him around the hips.
It was another clean shot. Just fucking absolutely jammed him. I loved it.
Big guy and small guy too. Always very funny.
Him and KP, the two young hot throbbers, fullbacks, they got the biggest targets on their back for sure.
Yeah, not only because they're like super talented athletes, like danger men on the field, all the play comes off them. They're fucking hot too.
It's because they got everything.
They got it. They got it all. I've never understood that. Like why? Like some guys literally get everything.
It definitely appears that way. I mean, let's be real. Everyone has their problems, but like, when you're just talented and hot, it's just not fair.
Look at Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah,
like he's like arguably the best soccer player to ever play the game. Also, could have been an underwear model.
Yeah,
he's both. Like it's fucking why? Like it's so crazy. Like Ponga, Walsh.
Here we are. I'm not 6 foot. You've got red hair, but at least we got something.
What?
A
free
podcast.
Hats.
A podcast and free hats.
A cool new
and
hat.
3D printed cheese.
Yeah. I mean, that's something. That's better than a poke in the eye. All right, in some other sporting news this week. Do you remember a few months ago, well, it was actually last year, in the A-League, I think it was in the grand final, or it was definitely an A-League game, a bloke got on the field with what looked like a wine cooler, like those metal buckets that they keep bottles of wine in, and he belted the goalkeeper in the face with it.
I don't know if I saw this, mate.
It was pretty nuts. It was pretty ugly. Anyway, he got sentenced. He got 3 months in jail this week. That's our other bit of sporting news this week. Pretty crazy. It was like he came on from behind the goalie and like hit him in the face. It was fucking pretty crazy. But yeah, he just got sentenced to 3 months in jail this week.
I'm going to say good.
Yeah, you can't be...
Like, you can't just go and assault someone.
I mean, I'm all for pitch invading.
Yeah.
I love streakers. I'm all for pitch invading in the right spirit. Pitch invading and king hitting people.
Not the same thing.
No. That's a big no. But pitch invading and getting nude and stopping the game for a bit, play on.
Isn't it bullshit that they tactically don't show them on the telly anymore?
Yeah, that bothers me.
Yeah, I get it. It makes complete sense. It's less people are going to do it, but we want to see it.
It's funny when you're there.
Hell yeah.
Like when you're there, and the crowd love it. Like
and they're always like, yeah.
Yeah, I've never seen once when someone gets on, the crowd start booing.
Never.
Everyone's like, yeah. And like when security.
And the whole time you're there just waiting for him to get jammed. Like,
Yeah.
who's going to get him? Who's going to get him?
There was a few good ones. I can't remember if it was last year or the year before when people started getting, and like a few good ones of like security guards cleaning up streakers. There was the Sheila that got pole axe. I think it was at the Titans game maybe.
Yeah.
And the Secco like fully like bone rattler like
Equal rights, equal fights.
Exactly. And everyone was, oh, you shouldn't have done that. It's like, no, it's play on. Like,
Yeah.
bloke's got a job to do, mate.
It is pretty funny though, because you know the Seckies love it because they're not doing fucking anything till someone gets out there and they go out and fucking put all their might into it. All the times that they missed tackles at training and had to walk home, they take it out on that one fucking pitch invader.
Yeah, and also like the pitch invaders generally aren't looking. Like they're looking at like, because the fans
That
are
one
yelling,
over there, or they're seeing themselves on the big screen.
and they always get blindsided. It's always very good. But yeah, anyway, that guy got 3 months, so probably suck shit to that flog.
Yeah, get that up, yeah.
Get that in here. All right, guys, it is time for this week's edition of Daily Blues Chews.
Guys, it's chew time. The shirt on the chew clothing. Fucking legends. Really, really good stuff. I'm very sorry. I'm very hungover today. Head to onthechew.com.au. Sick hoodies. Some really, really sick tracky dacks. Loads of really cool shirts. Fucking heaps of really good gear. Onthechew.com.au. We are on the chew today. Mad Monday yesterday. So unfortunately, I needed as little human interaction as possible, which meant I required a drive through, which means we've hit one of the big chain joints today. Not what you first think of when you're hungover. So I reckon I've only had these guys a handful of times in my life. We've gone the Rooster, Red Rooster. It was calling.
Respect.
Got a triple red burger. I asked for a red burger, then I thought maybe I wanted a double, but for some reason you can only get a single or a triple. Not really sure why that's the case. Don't have the brain power to think about it today. Let's just fucking eat. It's just got 3 chicken tenders on it. This just looks like it's a burger with 3 chicken tenders on it. I am going to put some chips on it too because, I mean, that's just a fucking requirement. If there's a burger joint out there listening, you want to get my attention and probably the attention of the punters, start adding chips or putting chips on your burgers, like so I don't have to do it because that's fucking sick. I do it literally every time I get a burger. Let's chew.
Oh.
It's fine. Chicken's nice. It's like a tangy, it's almost like a tartare sauce. A little bit of cheese, a little bit of salad. Get you out of trouble on a hangover. Probably maybe just underneath the kernel in terms of quality. A 7-1 for the triple red burger from Red Rooster. I'm fucking busted. Chew on.
7-1 for the triple red burger from the Rooster. Normally, fans of the show will know the chews are reserved for the little guy. However, this week was an exception. Mad Monday. I needed convenience. I needed to not be standing in hot or uncomfortable anywhere. I needed to be not talking to fucking anyone except the box, and then handed my food and then get straight home. So Red Rooster got a look in this week.
Where did you eat it? Was that out the front or did you just cut? Is that a car park job?
That was in my car. That was out the front of my house.
Oh,
I drove home as quick as I could.
Yep.
Quickly remembered I had to do a chew. Had one bite, threw it back in the bag, and then ran inside and ate it, and then fell asleep. Obviously not going to make a habit out of going to the big guys for the chews.
I'm a Red Rooster fan, mate, and I reckon where you went wrong is you needed to get the spicy one.
Yeah, I'm not a huge, especially when I'm hungover. I don't need to be battling a hot burger with a hangover. But yeah, it was all right. It was fine.
Yeah,
it was fine. There's definitely, there's definitely better options there, but that was out of necessity, that one. So yeah, I mean, read into that what you will. The Rooster was calling.
Chew on.
I answered the call. Chew on. Should we do some dial-ins?
Let's do some dial-ins.
All right, guys, it's time for this week's edition of Daily Blue Dial-ins. We do have a few from last week. I had to bolt early for footy training, didn't get quite through all of them. So there may be some in here that don't make any sense because they're 2 weeks old. If that's the case, that's your fault, not mine, for leaving early.
And you may not hear them.
And you may not hear them. We may even just clip. We may even just clip around them completely. So without further ado, let's get stuck into the dial-ins.
Newy, Gabe, how's it going, boys? Must say this is by far the best podcast available anywhere. So good job for that, guys.
Thanks, mate.
Now, I know it wouldn't be a Daily Blue podcast without the theme of shit. So, have you ever done a dump that big that's taken more than one flush to get rid of it? Talk to you later, boys.
Love it. I hope that's not fake. I hope he's actually done a shit there because that's fucking funny.
I didn't expect that. First thing that comes to mind, I can't think of one that took more than one flush, but when years and years ago, I was in France, and the toilet that at the backpackers I was staying in had this weird ledge. So it was like, if you can imagine, it was the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. But if you can imagine, pretty much this couch. So you've got like back of the toilet.
Yep.
There, like in the toilet, there was a
toilet seat.
There was in the toilet there was a shelf, and then there was like the well where the water
shelf in the bowl.
Yes, there was a shelf in the bowl. So like I was like constantly just taking craps that were hitting and sitting on this shelf, and then you flush in the water, like wash them down, and it was fucking crazy.
What strange fucking
the French, the fucking French, mate. Like, but yeah, that I can't like, and I do remember leaving a good size one on there, and it was like just on this shelf. I was like, it's just perfectly presented, but never. I can't really think of any that taken more than one flush. That's pretty insane.
Oh, I've definitely done a double flusher in my life, or I've used too much toilet paper and the
it
starts to rise.
Started
and
coming back.
You start stressing out. You're going, holy shit, is this going to go down? But then eventually it just goes, one go.
Yeah, but fair play if you were taking a shit while sending that dialing in.
I had a mate reach out after seeing us post a clip about the strangest thing you wiped your ass with last week.
Yes.
He had a good one. A leaf.
Yeah.
Yeah, just camping, just had to resort to a leaf. I think that's fucking funny.
Yeah. I mean, like we say, desperate times, mate. You gotta wipe. Wiping's crucial.
G'day, boys. Look, I just got something to say really quick. I'm probably the only bloke who actually agrees with Gabe with peanut butter and shit. Like, fuck peanut butter, man. Like, fuck that. Nutella all the way. The only thing I don't agree with him on is the cheese and bacon pies. And I think there was something else. I can't quite remember, but honestly, Nutella is way fucking better than peanut butter. I'll hold that to my grave. Fucking any day of the week. Peanut butter tastes like shit, man. Anyway, so
my man, up the Nutella. Yeah.
I got nothing to add to that.
Cop that.
Oh, oh no.
I like Nutella.
There's another kid with the taste buds of a child.
Gabe, Bluey, it's Bradley Bishop calling from the Sunday Service podcast. Now, I've been crunching some numbers and I've come up with a pretty damning theory about these Nutella nuts. I believe that they grew up fatherless, or with an absent father at least that has a drug and alcohol dependency that couldn't teach them simple moral standards and basic hygiene standards on how to wipe your ass. This seems like a female thing to do, to wipe front to back. I don't know, maybe you're getting a bit of fucking mudboot. It's just criminal, boys. I don't know what is wrong with these cunts, but you need to fucking sort it out. It's the worst form I've heard since Lockie and fucking Devon and Nutella. Devon and Nutella, what kind of low-income household did you grow up in, bruz? Devon and Nutella? I could put up with like a 6-year-old having a Devon and tomato sauce sambo because that was pretty clutch when you were 6 and didn't have taste buds. But this is fucked up.
Brad's going in here.
And Sylvia, honestly, oi, turn off that fucking vacuum, babe. We're talking about fucked up sandwiches. I've got one for you, boys. I used to eat white bread, Kraft single cheese with beetroot slices on there.
Rank.
Hey, look, maybe we're all fucked up. Maybe we're all low-income cunts. Sorry, Lockie, that was rough, dude. I apologise, man. Maybe we all need. Anyway, boys, love your work. Pod soon, beers soon, and go the thick dick of the north, baby.
Bradley Bishop from the Sunday Service getting a bit off his chest there.
He's roasted nearly every single dial-in from last week.
That was over the course of 5 messages.
The Nutella nuts and the mud moots. That's good stuff.
It's quality stuff from Bradley.
Let him have it, Brad. Fucking oath.
G'day, boys. It's Cam from Mussy here. Just thought I'd contribute on the weird and wonderful food chat. Something I ate growing up, which I know nobody else has ever consumed, and if they have consumed, have not liked them, in my presence anyway. But Vegemite toast. Now hear me out. Scrambled eggs. We used to call them black eggs. Holy fuck. Delicious. Scrambled eggs obviously are just the plain Jane scrambled eggs, no seasonings, no fucking la-di-da bullshit, just eggs, butter and milk. That's all they fucking are. Just on, heavily buttered Vegemite toast. Absolutely fucking delicious. I'll eat it breakfast, lunch and dinner every day of the week. Took my missus 5 years to try it because the thought of it was revolting.
Fair.
And she fucking hates it. Can't stand the fucking thing. So, have a try, boys. Obviously, Gabe, you don't like chicken periods, so you probably won't. But don't knock it till you try it, boys. It's fucking delicious. Love yous. Bye.
Love you too.
Love you, man.
I love when people slip in a love you at the end of the dial-in.
Yeah.
There's a few of them.
It's like, ooh.
Love you too. Yeah, black egg. I mean, it sounds good. It sounds like, because Vegemite's quite bitter and bitey and you get some nice creamy scrambled eggs with some buttery toast. Sounds like it could be fucking nice.
I would bat my eyes less at that than some of the other things we've heard.
That's, by far.
Yeah.
That fucking sick fuck that rang up the other week and said Devon and Nutella. That had to be trolling. There's no way anyone's eating Devon and Nutella.
He sounded like he meant it, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Like he meant it.
He sounded fair dinkum, mate.
Yeah.
Fucking me. This was we have a doctor listening to the show. Not really, but someone diagnosed me. He said, hey, mate, this was Chase from Missouri. And he said, hey, mate, just wanted to message you and let you know that your constant chocolate cravings could be caused by a vitamin deficiency, most likely magnesium, since it's an electrolyte that you sweat out. I appreciate the diagnosis. In my current state, I'm definitely deficient on a lot at the moment. So
dehydrated.
Everything important. I don't have it in my body at the moment. So
brain cells.
Yeah, everything. Will to live. Magnesium. So appreciate that, Chase. I had a whole packet of crispy M&Ms today, actually.
Good choice.
G'day lads, loving the podcast. First up for Gabe, fuck all these other cunts. Peanut butter is pus.
I'm getting
Stay strong, my friend. Don't listen to him. Second of all, bit of a question for you of what would you rather. Just for example's sake, your girlfriend and your wife have had a little bit of a Freaky Friday moment and swapped bodies. The only way to get them back was to fuck one of them. Would you rather fuck your mum in your wife's body or your wife in your mum's body, and why? Thanks, boys. Keep up the good work.
Appreciate the love, but I'm going to call you out. You said girlfriend and your wife at the start.
And then also we've done that.
And we've done this one.
Get back to the start, mate. Listen to them through.
But also, thank you for dialing in. And
appreciate it, brother. And thank you. I'm getting some love this podcast in a shocking turn of events.
Good to see. It is nice to see. It is nice to see that there are some other weirdos out there. But no, because we made people feel comfortable about like a Nickelback, and you're making people feel comfortable about having strange, not even strange, just like not mainstream food choices.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes you get same as Nickelback, they had to take a bit of heat. Now look at them.
I mean, like the great Taylor Coftry said in one of the earlier dial-ins, I'm not like the other girls.
You're not like the other girls.
And if you're not like the other girls, feel free.
Ring in. Let us know that you're not like all the other girls.
Bluey, Gabe, Lockie here.
Another Lockie.
They want to build the Matildas a statue for coming fourth. Look, big support of the Matildas. Great job. You didn't win. However, if you want to build things for fours, Stephen fucking Bradbury, he saved 4 people from drowning out the Sunshine Coast. Not only is the man great at just staying around and winning, he's just a fucking legend. Build that man a statue.
Am I tripping, or like did you play that in 2X? Like, was he talking pretty fast?
I think I'm gonna guess he might have been running.
Yeah.
Just because it sounded like there's wind blowing. He definitely sounded out of breath, and he was speaking quite quickly. So I'm thinking he might have been out for a jog.
Yeah.
Hey, you dial in whenever the moment strikes you. But
as long as you're not vacuuming.
As long as you're not hoovering or using a buzzsaw, dial in. But Bradbury, we did miss that one last week. Stephen Bradbury saved a few people. Obviously, Australian legend, won that gold medal when everyone else fell over, and saved some swimmers. Just the fucking man.
Yeah, huge respect. That shit's awesome.
The man.
I'll jump in here quickly and say, if you are new to the show and you want to send a dial-in you can just send a voice message to Bluey at Daily Blue News on Instagram or Facebook, or if you want to shoot them to me, okay, keep going on Instagram, and that's what will get you on here if you're new.
Yeah, and if you want to, we have said this before, but give yourself a nickname. If you're a repeat caller, let us know who's calling. If you want to stay anonymous, give yourself a cool nickname.
100%. And if, we probably do prefer the voice messages, but if you're not comfortable and you got a good yarn, we might read some out.
You can, but it's got to be good.
Yeah.
I do like hearing your nice voices, especially on an audio platform. We've already been talking for an hour. It's nice to hear someone else's voice.
Bluey, Gabe.
got a good work fuck up for you there. Heard old mate calling about that. I was doing some electrical for a regional council. I won't say which one. I won't say my name. And I was talking to one of the councillors as I'm working away on a light switch. And mid-sentence, I've managed to touch a live wire from something adjacent to what I was working on and copped a belt. And I've done a big yelp, and he's asked what happened. I said, oh, no, a bit of sharp wire just pricked me on the end of the thumb. Just shook that one off and, got away with it. Anyway, call me back.
So this bloke's electrocuted himself and got away with it. I think that's obviously a big no-no if you're a leco and you zap yourself. You've got to stop working and tell someone you've done it.
Yeah.
But this genius has managed to electrocute himself and get away with it. Well done.
He soldiered on. He's still with us. Respect, mate.
Well done. Well done. Obviously slowed him down a little bit, but...
G'day, Bluey and Gabe.
G'day.
Fucking Bo here from Adelaide.
Bo.
Rang in with a rort about the cinemas last week. Didn't fucking ring in, but yeah, you know what I mean. Anyway, fucking back again. This one's not a rort. This is just a fucking general complaint. So I'm driving up bush, right, and I've stopped at On The Run, which is a servo franchise here. It's probably like your guys. You have 7-Eleven, do you? Fucked if I know.
Yep.
Anyway, I got a sausage roll with sauce, and I'm a bit pissed off because they gave me a squeezy sauce and they didn't put the sauce on, and it's called fucking On The Run, and just can't really be fucked doing that. So Bluey, you know, because you got Blues shoes. Is that acceptable or not? Let me know. You seem to know a lot about baked goods, so I thought you blokes were the right people to ask. Cheers.
What was the problem?
Mate, if he's just talking about those squeezy sauces where you kind of bend them and that's pretty stock standard, brother.
Was that did I hear that right? Was that the problem?
That's what I got.
Bros, if you're too lazy to crack one of them onto your pastry, you don't deserve a pastry.
Yeah, Bowie.
Is that the problem?
That's what it sounds like, Bowie. The movies wrought? Was he the movies wrought guy?
Yeah, we thought you were onto something there, Bo. But you might have just taken yourself down a notch.
Yeah,
fucking bullshit. What the fuck? Are you seriously whinging about the 30-cent sauces that you crack on your... I don't know, maybe we got it wrong. Maybe
Is it your
wasn't.
first time getting a pie from a servo,
Was this your first pie, cunt? Bo.
What sauce? Did he say what sauce he got?
Oh, he's probably fucking putting mayo on his pies.
If you're fucking too lazy to crack one of them open.
Fuck me.
That's shocking, Bo. Be better, brother. That's
Bluey, Gabesaurus. Look, just listen to your last potty, mate. I don't fucking know. Peanut butter and Vegemite. You got to get on it. A little bit of cheese. Treat yourself, you know. It really does the job. Fucking good on you, boys.
Was he also planing a door or something? What the fuck was that noise in the background?
Was it I thought it was almost a crowd.
Sounded like he's in a particle collider or a fucking wind tunnel or maybe the crowd at a sporting event.
Yeah.
Regardless, that sounded like a fucking dreadful combination. Cheese, peanut butter and Vegemite.
I think that one's got to be a trial. He's just coming in firing with just a gross mix.
Fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Wouldn't mind someone ringing up with a fucking nice food combination for a change.
Yeah, but I guess it's not as interesting, right? They're like, I just like lettuce on my burger.
Yeah, but like an unusual nice food conversation instead of just like fucking shit.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know. That might be too much to ask for.
Gabo, Blue Balls. Fucking loving the potty, guys. Absolute fucking highlight of the week, hands down. Got three questions for this one that seem to divide people a lot. Two food related. One is pineapple on pizza, yes or no?
Play on.
Second is how do you guys have your steak?
Medium rare.
I'm a medium rare man.
Yeah.
And third one, could be food related depending on which part of the world you're from. You a dog or a cat person? I'm dog, just for the reason that cats are cunts.
Yeah.
So yeah, keep up the good work, boys. It's definitely the highlight of the week.
Thanks, brother.
Cheers.
That's love, man. Thank you.
Legend. Love you too. I'm a dog man. I'm a big dog man. Love dogs. Don't mind cats, but they are weird. You got to be a certain type of person like cats, I think.
to at least have them as a pet. Like, I'm again dog man. If I was ever gonna get one as a pet, had one like family dog growing up.
Yeah.
I think the past 2 years I kind of just found a newfound respect for cats. Like, I kind of just fuck with how they just jump around and do whatever they want. Like,
Yeah.
they're just like nomads, bro.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, they're not loving and like they don't respect you as an owner. But
Yeah.
I kind of like that they're just roaming around. Like, you don't know what a cat gets up to during the day, bro.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. No, I find them hard to warm up to. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't think I'd ever have one as a pet. But when I see one in the wilderness, I'm like, I'm intrigued.
Yeah,
by
they just do what
cats.
they want, don't they? Yeah.
And they're fucking so like selfish. Like, they just get fed, fuck off. Don't give a shit that you're feeding them. You know what I mean? What a life. You'd rather be a cat.
Dog's life's not bad either.
Oh, of course. Like, and you actually get love when you're a dog, but they just don't give a shit.
Yeah, I know. They're wankers. They're fucking wankers.
Narcissistic pricks.
Bluey, Gabe, how you going?
Well, mate.
A bit of a tame one for you compared to some of the other call-ups. You got to make a 4-course meal, main, side, drink and dessert, but you only can get one per place. You've got Domino's, KFC, Macca's, Hungry Jack's.
Nice.
What 4 are you picking from each one?
Nice. So, what do you say? Main, drink, side, dessert? Domino's, Hungry Jack's.
HJ's, KFC, Macca's.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And that was all of them?
Yeah. All right. So, drink. Start with the drink. Can you double up? Could you get two?
No, it has to be one from
okay, you got
one from
one from everything. Okay, so let's go.
I kind of want to cheat on one.
Let's just work through them together. So let's do our drink, then let's do our. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
well, let's start a drink. Can I do a crusher? Or because
What's
they
a
don't,
crusher?
You don't know crushers. KFC crushers.
Oh, was that the milkshakes that they did?
Yeah, and they don't do them anymore, but they were fucking.
Yeah, we can have a throwback. We can get in the time machine for sure.
I'm going Oreo crusher. Oh, for a dinner, it's a bit how you going, but if I could get my hands on one of them, I would.
What for your drink with your dinner?
Golden Gate Time crusher.
Like a big milkshake.
Yeah, I know it's wrong.
So you're gonna have that and dessert.
I know it's wrong
Hey?
for. Oh, I could have that for dessert.
Yeah, probably.
Righto. Yeah, that okay.
I'll just fuck.
Macca's Coke.
Yeah, Macca's Coke's hard to beat. Macca's Coke to drink. Yeah, Macca's Coke to drink.
Yep.
I'll go main.
I'm going HJ's for main.
Yeah, we did discuss this the other week. Double Whopper.
Spicy fried chicken for me.
I might go to double Whopper with cheese.
I've actually come in clutch here. And then
Dessert. Oh, no, my desserts. Fuck. Was it Pizza Hut or Domino's?
Domino's.
They were doing some hot fudge brownies for a while there.
Yeah, they still do them, I think.
Yeah, I might get a brownie from Domino's. And then what else was there? Side?
Yeah, so you have to get your side from
Macca's.
What was your, no, you have to get your side from KFC.
Side from KFC, box tenders.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Macca's Coke, main from HJ, spicy fried chicken, Jack's Burger, side from Domino's, garlic bread, and then my dessert into a Golden Gate Time crusher.
Nice. That's fucking great question.
That was good. I like the creativity in that question.
That got me thinking.
That was
Great
good stuff, mate. Who was there? Oh, you probably didn't say.
He didn't say, but it was that guy.
Shout out to you, mate.
Bluey, gay boy. What's going on, lads? Loving the pod. Bogger here. Inspired by end of season shenanigans.
Bogger.
Tours coming up and all that jazz. Mate, boys, we used to play a game called Airport Tax, figuring that the pricks were rorting us with their cheeky little add-on taxes. So we'd scout the airport to see who could steal the best item, get it on the plane and get it to the first kangaroo court session. A couple of decent little hauls over the years, from cigars and top shelf bottles to fucking handbags and dresses and all the other sort of shit comes along with it.
Game?
What's your best tour tradition, boys? And are we wrought on or wrought off on taking the airport to the cleaners?
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but that just sounded like shoplifting.
Yeah, he was just shoplifting.
He was just stealing
from airports.
I mean, if you and the boys are game to play it, you know you can get in trouble for that.
I admitted earlier in the show, not this episode, that I was a former thief.
Yeah,
some petty theft.
You're a
some
klepto.
jerky.
You're a kleptomaniac.
That I find this pretty funny. But what? Full getting stogies and bottles of piss. Your game, bro. In an airport.
Yeah, they do rip you off, and it would be pretty fun when you get to wherever you're going to go, what did you get? And sit down and compare notes, but fuck, that's game. And it is just stealing.
Yeah, I mean, you are just stealing, but it is hilarious.
But you're stealing from the shops at the airport. I mean, is that the big guy? I don't know.
I can't give you a raw on, mate. I do think it's funny, but I can't say raw on.
I don't know if I can fully sign off on it. Yeah, I don't know. But I do think it's pretty funny. Just traditions when we go away, nothing like that. But our punters club that goes away every year, we sit down when we get there. We have a captain of the punters club every year. And one of the boys who looks up, he's like our CFO. He looks after all the finances. He sits down and reads like a financial statement for the year. And then we have like a ceremony. Our captain will give a speech, like the year in review. And then we have a golden cap. So we've all got like cricket caps for our punters club. They're branded. And then the top punter gets presented with the golden cap for the year.
Love that.
So it's like the big bash, like the top awesome. Run scorer. Yeah. So that's like how we started our trip. So I think we'll be like the third year this year of doing that. So that's pretty fun. That's always a good way to start the trip. And then we just fucking get on it for a few days. But yeah, that's good. But yeah, no shoplifting.
Yeah, no good yarns on my end. Is it one hat and it gets passed around?
Yeah, so it's the same hat.
Yeah, like a golden jacket.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Green jacket?
Anyway. Gold jacket, green jacket, who gives a shit? But yeah, we have the golden cap that's and the prezzo ceremony, which is always a nice tradition to start the trip way. That's coming up. Fuck, I've got footy trip, I've got punters club trip.
Ooh.
I'm gonna have Vegas. It's all fuck. I'm gonna have no money.
Speaking of traditions, I will tease this. Me and Blue were doing a little bit of a talk the other day online. It's not cemented yet, but we were gonna maybe give out a little trophy or trinket to the best dial-in at the end of the year. So if you got some good yarns, good questions, funny shit like that,
we may have an award for the dial-ins this year. Maybe we may forget about it and be too lazy. We don't know.
But I'm just putting it out there.
It's just out there. It's in the ether now.
So if you ever thought you wanted to tell us something,
there's
wait. Some incentive.
Seize the day.
Hey boys, what about the situation with the dunnies? And they self-lock and all that. That's fucking ridiculous. I got there, fucking didn't have a car or anything, and I was fishing. Next minute, the fucking dunnies close. I'm like, oh, fuck me dead. You know what I fucking did? Just took a fucking shit straight in front of it. Fuck them.
What self-locking dunnies are these?
Yeah, that was the only message? There was no context to that?
That was it. That's all we got to work with.
I don't know. Is this cunt in prison?
Is it the council? Have the council upgraded their facilities and maybe the toilets lock it at a certain time now by themselves?
Public toilets.
Because I know for the longest time, someone had to go and just lock the public toilets up. That was like someone's job. Like someone would go around locking up public toilets. Oh. So maybe the council toilets are like self-locking now, and this guy's just crapped in front of one of them.
Yeah. Wait, what about this? I saw it in a YouTube video. I think it was the UK somewhere. You know when you like catch a train to Sydney or whatever, and they got those bumpers that you have to pay to get through?
Yeah.
Public toilets have them.
Yeah. There's heaps of toilets you got to pay to use, yeah.
And it's like fuck all. But
yeah, but you still got to pay.
And you can slide straight through them.
Stop homeless people going in there fucking doing drugs and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, when I saw that, I was like, oh, holy shit.
Yeah, no, they've been around for a while.
Yeah, there you go. News to me if you're uncultured.
Uncultured swine.
Get that up, yeah. There's some news.
Boys, Dallas to the Point podcast. Love the pod. Boys, my gripe this week is with odd fucking socks. My missus, God bless her, I love her, but she wouldn't have a fucking pair of socks to save her own life. Not only do I hate odd socks, but I fucking hate people that wear Adidas shoes with Nike socks or Nike shoes with Adidas socks. Get your fucking shit together. And also, Gabe, go fuck yourself. You don't even eat fucking peanut butter or eggs, you queer cunt. Don't even fucking get up me or at me about crust.
Deserved.
How dare you? Love you, boys.
Love you, Dal.
Dallas to the Point podcast. Odd socks. Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good with my sock situation. My drawers are kept relatively tidy.
If you're rocking odd socks, you don't have your act together. I think it says a lot about you.
Yeah.
I'm with Dal there.
Yeah. It's pretty
it's not fucking hard to put the right socks together.
Nah, it's easier than putting a fucking random pair together.
Yeah.
And if you lose one, just fuck it off and buy another pair. Like we're not launching rockets here, are we? Like it's not that hard.
So I'm with Dallas on that one. That's laziness. That shows lack of ticker, lack of character.
It's apathy.
And as for the Nike Adidas socks, I get it, but like that's just kind of corporate propaganda.
Yeah, that's just marketing.
Yeah, brands making sure you buy all their shit.
Big business.
Boys, Shane here.
Shane-o.
Mate, how good are the fucking Knights going? The way they're playing at the moment is making me downright horny. Fucking finals, here we come.
Good on you, Shane. I mean, yeah, hard to argue.
Up the Knights.
Bluey, Gabe, Tang here from God's country out in Western Sydney. All this talk of what we do and don't eat, Gabe with his fucking eggs and cheese and peanut butter and whatnot, it's got me thinking.
Mm.
What's our opinion on eating a bit of arse? Because I love eating arse, especially on women. Take it easy, boys. Keep up the good work. Love the potty.
What a funny guy.
Western Sydney, God's country is a bit of a huge tag.
I like you said, especially on women too. Yeah, I'm an arse man. Gabe, you?
Get it up, yeah.
Get a bit of arse in here, guys. Get a bit of arse in your plate.
Nothing wrong with that.
What a funny cunt. Especially on women.
Bluey.
And you know what? What a perfect dial-in to finish on. That was our last dial-in for the week. You know what? I did say a couple of weeks ago, you'd be fucking lucky to see me this week. I did say...
You might have said there wasn't going to be one. Flat out.
But I wouldn't do it to the good people that listen to this show. I've got responsibilities now, mate. This show's like a kid to me. I can't just fucking beat it when things get hard. And when I meant beat it, I mean like not like hit the road, like hide, not like hit it.
And which it depends who you ask, doesn't it?
Which I would do. Also, regardless.
What a heartfelt way to finish the show, mate.
Regardless,
You really had it.
I've got responsibilities now, and I've got to turn up for the listeners.
And that you did.
Kinda. I feel like I mailed it in a little bit this week, but anyway, like I said, you're lucky to get me after what I did to myself the last couple of days. You got anything you'd like to finish on?
Guys, thanks for listening. Rate the podcast 5 stars if you haven't yet, because I know fucking some of you haven't. What are you doing?
Head on over to the Upper Collection to cop one of these fucking silky Newcastle hats heading into the final series. They got very limited numbers. Jolie, the bloke running the business, is a very good mate of ours. We don't get anything from this other than a warm, fuzzy feeling when our mates succeed. So head on over to the Upper Collection. The link will be in the show notes. Get one of these silky hats ahead of the finals. We will see you next week, where I promise to be more energized. But no, I can't promise I'll be any more funny. I think I'm pretty much maxed out there. We'll see you next week.
See ya.